Laugh and Grow Bible.
The Last Supper.
It was time for Jesus and his disciples to celebrate the Passover.
Passover? What is Passover?
Do you remember when God sent Moses to rescue the Israelites from Egypt?
Oh, yes. God sent frogs and flies and darkness and other things. It was pretty crazy.
It was. God sent plague after plague, 10 plagues. But Pharaoh still refused to let God's people go. He said,
"No, I will not let God's people go."
So it was time for Pharaoh to see just how powerful God can be.
What happened next?
God told Moses to have every Israelite family prepare a lamb for a special meal, and then take some of the blood from that lamb and put it over the door of their houses.
Why would God tell them to do that?
Because for the last plague, God would send an angel to take the life of every firstborn son of the Egyptians. The angel would pass over the homes of the Israelites who had the blood of the lamb over their doors. So, the blood of the lamb
Saved the sons of the Israelites.
And ever since that day, the Israelites have celebrated Passover with a special meal, just like the one they had that night in Egypt when the angel passed over their homes many, many years earlier.
I get it now.
So, Jesus and his disciples traveled to Jerusalem, where many people gathered to celebrate Passover. And something very wonderful happened when he got there.
Oh, really? What?
As Jesus rode into the city on a donkey, a big crowd of people came to meet him.
They knew who he was?
Yes, they were so excited. They waved palm branches and then laid them down in front of him.
That's funny. What did they do that for?
It was their way of honoring Jesus.
Like a welcome mat. That's so cool.
And then they shouted,
Hosanna! Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord.
It was like a parade.
A parade for a king.
Everyone was so happy.
Wait! 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 Stop everything! We're not happy at all.
Not one teeny bit.
Ah, yes, the Pharisees and Sadducees. Those religious leaders weren't happy. They were very nervous.
Hey,
Jesus is such a troublemaker. If the Romans hear people calling him king, they will send their soldiers to throw us in prison.
we need to stop Jesus and his followers.
So they came up with a secret plan to hurt Jesus.
Oh no, they can't hurt Jesus.
Don't worry, even this was part of God's plan. Later that night, Jesus and his disciples got together to eat the Passover meal, just like they did every year. But this year was different. During the meal, Jesus got up and washed his disciples' feet to show them what it really means to love and serve others. Then, Jesus said something that surprised them all.
One of you is going to turn against me.
Oh no, why did he say that?
He knew that one of them was helping the Pharisees and Sadducees.
Were the disciples surprised?
For sure. They looked at each other and said,
Who could it be?
Jesus knew what was going to happen. He wanted to prepare his followers. So he took a piece of bread and said,
This is my body, which is given for you.
Then he picked up his cup and said,
This cup is the new covenant of my blood, poured out for you.
What did he mean by that? What does
Covenant.
what does that mean?
A covenant is a promise. Many years before, God had made a covenant, a promise to bless his people. Now, Jesus was saying that God was going to make a new covenant with them. He was going to bless them in a new way. But when he said,
"This is my body. This is my blood,"
it sounded like this new covenant had something to do with Jesus dying. And it did.
What do you mean? Why would Jesus have to die?
Remember when the angel in Egypt saw the blood of the lamb over the door? What did he do?
He passed over the house.
And the people were safe. Jesus was saying that now his body and blood would save them. He was saying that he was the new Passover lamb.
Whoa!
The disciples could not believe their ears. Then, after dinner, Jesus took some of his disciples and went to a garden to pray. He knew what he had to do next, and he knew it was not going to be easy. After a while, he said,
"The hour has come."
And just at that moment, one of his disciples arrived, leading a group of soldiers sent by the Sadducees to arrest Jesus.
Which disciple was it?
The disciple named Judas. Now, everyone knew who had turned against Jesus. With the help of Judas, the Pharisees and Sadducees arrested Jesus.
Just like they planned.
But you know what? Things did not go the way they planned.